Hi there and welcome to my channel. This is Kate in the Nest and it is great to be here with you. I don't know whether I say that every time, but I really mean it. It is incredibly windy day here back at home and I am very excited because I did my walk and I did the grocery shopping and then I've been doing a little cycle of making. So I've been doing some crocheting and then some journaling. I'm working on a field note paper journal series, and now it's time to stitch and crochet. So welcome to Slow Stitch 1 and Crochet 2. In the nest, because I'm back in my happy place. I'm always happy wherever I go, but this one is just to have my things around me. I have gathered some interesting things. This is Op Shop, I think it's mohair, because I was thinking I didn't have enough yellows for my flowers, and I went searching and I found that. I've been so envious of Missy and Zoe, and a shout out to Missy at Missy Made This. Keep checking out her channel. She loves this wool, and is it Miss Woolly Makes or Little Woolly Makes in Australia, and so I have indulged in some of this to help with my big flower project, and I have my regular cotton here as well. So we're going to do some stitching. Oh, there's a needle in the wrong place as usual. We're going to do a bit of stitching. I'm going to have a bit of chat to you, and then we're going to do some crocheting, because I've been working on another big crocheting project, but I'm not quite up to sharing that with you. So we'll keep this here. I'll put this over here. Oh my gosh, I've just revealed something. So that's a little glimpse of something that's about to come in a little while. So for the moment, in the nest. So I bought this cotton here. Which one is it? Because I was going to crochet with it a lot, and I've been doing some trying out, and I will be crocheting with it, but I also wanted to see if I could stitch with it. So I've threaded up a little piece. This is my travel pouch, and I have to say that this was the most effective piece that I took with me. I love it, and I just want to finish it a little bit. So I'm going to be back to my lovely favorite thing of slow stitching first. And I was trying out the mohair the other day, and I thought we might just come in here, anchor that down. It's so beautiful to sew with. It's 4-ply. Oh, see, I'm not going to do my French knots with this, but I just want to see how it feels going through the fabric. So how are you? I think we've all reached the weekend, which is always a wonderful thing. And for me, I suppose part of my excitement is, after being so busy, to have a weekend at home in the nest is a chance for me really just to feed my soul and yeah, just do some wild creating. So what about you? Are you going to, I better check this. I've moved the camera a bit. Should be all right, yeah. So I'm just doing running stitch to fill in this little gap here. This plainish vintage fabric. Have you got a busy one, or have you got time to do lots of stitching or journaling or whatever? Or it might be crocheting today, or knitting. Whatever you're doing, I'm just so excited that we can do it together. So this is going beautifully through the needle or through the fabric. Oh. So that's a good learning that we can use. Oh, sorry, creak. That we can use the same thread for stitching and for crocheting. Your little seedy stitches here, because I want to head over to the middle. Yep. And do a stitch that I don't think I've done any of them on here. So you'll probably be guessing which one is she going to do, because Kate does have her favourites. So 4 spokes, 5 spokes. Oh, my thread's come undone with enthusiasm. I am using a needle threader with this slightly thicker cotton, or I could be just out of practice. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we'll come back up in the center. And we're going to go round and round and just see what this looks like with this 4-ply wool. I think it's going to look beautiful. So just using the end of the needle, and the variation is beautiful. So I actually brought all my things down to the studio, and I thought I'll do some neutral stitching and crocheting today. And then I realized that I haven't got enough neutral crochet cotton at the moment. So I thought, that's the very excuse I need to just do some finishing off and some playing. So look at that. That is what I would call a thing of beauty. All perfect. Oh, she's getting so excited. No, I'm right. I'm going to use this whole thread up on this one flower and show you how that's added incredible dimension. And a lot of my other ones have been like fluffier, but this is just, wouldn't it be nice to get that? So I'm just going round and round. Okay, that is the first of many of those that I will be doing, I think. And let's just tuck that around in there. And go under. I haven't lined this yet, but I do know it's going to be a constant companion with me. So can I show you that? Look at that little tiny flower, 5 spokes and in and out, and there it came. All right, I got a hint that when we do French knots. Wish I should keep my thread a lot smaller, so I've done that, but Adventurous Kate thinks I'm going to do that not with an easy thread, I'm going to do it with mohair and just see if that makes a difference. So I want to put a little bit of texture. Still lots of work to do on these, but here we go. Let's have a try. Many of you have probably done this ahead of me, but I always like to try something out. 1, 2, 3. They're going to be giant, so that's a good thing. Have to find where I came out. Let's see. Oh, so far so good. Oh, look at that. That's fun. Let's go another one. So much fun. 1, 2, 3. There we go. And I think we can just squeeze another one in. 1, 2, 3. Oh, too easy. So I hope you can, oh, I missed you. So in proportion, I've got these, you can actually see the hair standing up. Love that. So because I loved that, let's just, I've still got thread left, so we know it's Kate's until the thread runs out. So I've come up here. One, 2, 3. Again, I want to say thank you so much, everyone, for your comments, beautiful encouragements and welcoming of me being home. It has been such a lovely thing, and I probably haven't done as much answering yet. Getting over the jet lag and just settling back into living in a house rather than out of a suitcase. I need to do some washing, but I am, as I said, indulging myself for the next 2 days. This one's getting squeezy. 1, 2, 3. Back down there. And there we go. All right, so that's a learning for me, how to quickly get a lot of texture that will help me in my slow quilt. But there we go. All right, so that set the scene and made me even more excited. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to take the same thread that we made this with and we're going to crochet with it. And it's been a while since I've done that. I got my pink crochet hook out because that matches perfectly. I don't know what size that is. Maybe it could be the same size as this. Yeah, let's just use this one and see what happens. So, you know that last night, I think I was even dreaming of making flowers. Okay, so I'll slow down. We're going to make a flower. I'm going to not use a magic circle to start off. I'm just going to do it straightforward so that we can see straight away an easy idea. So 1, 2 chains, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is going to make it quite large center for my flower, and we just go back to the beginning. This is always the hardest part, and slip stitch it together. So today we're going to work in trebles. 1, 2, 3 chains makes the first treble, the equivalent, and I'm going to do 11 more trebles into this hole. So a treble is over, under, through 2, and through 2. Over, was in, over. So there's, so far I've got the 3 chains, the equivalent of 1 treble, 1, 2, 3, and let's just keep doing those. I love trebles because you grow your work very quickly. And because this is speckled, there we are, I'm just tucking that opening thread under as we go round. So we're just going to cover that up. Look at these beautiful colours that are coming out. It doesn't really matter, but we will count. Really, I just go until I feel like it's filled up. So let's forget about that little end there for the moment. Get out of my way, because that's making it look messy. Okay, 1, so let's go chain, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, yeah, 1 more, and 12. So that's the total of 12 trebles. And I suppose what I want to say is just make your own flowers up. There are millions and millions of varieties, and this is just what I felt like doing today. And then you slip stitch it back. Now we're on to our second row, and we're going to keep the same wool. You could often, if you were doing scented flowers, have I got any of those like here, you could change and now do a different colour, but today I'm just going to do this same one. So let's go 1, 2, 3 to make the equivalent of a treble, but actually I'm thinking I'd like to make just some petals. So let's go 5, 3, 4, 5, and let's go into the loop that was between the trebles, and we'll do a double crochet. So in, or half crochet, whatever. If you just have a look at what I'm going to do. I'm going to go in and loop it over, pull it through. Actually, no, I want to loop first. I want a little bit bigger. So there. So as I've explained on other videos, the freedom of crochet is if you just loop and know your chains, you can make your own stitches up, and it is, if you don't like it, you just unpick it, and if you like it, you just keep doing more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's a little petal we're doing. So into the next gap, which is there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I really just want to show you how beautiful this wool looks. 1, 2, 3. Better just check that you can see me. 1, 2, 3. Into the next gap. Loop over. Actually, Kate, you want 1, 2, 3. Oh, did I only do 3 then? Sorry. See, it's hard to. I get so carried away with how beautiful it looks that and trying to talk. Okay. So we're doing 5 chain petals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Loop over. It's probably a half treble I'm doing. Doesn't matter. Welcome to my new subbies. It's lovely to have you here, And if you're a subby or not, everyone is welcome in Kate's Nest. Because we're all friends and it is about just being together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, you could use a slip stitch, you could use a treble to anchor your chains, it doesn't matter. 2, 3, 4, 5, and every variation will work. I'll just do this quickly so it doesn't take up too much time. Gosh, it's a bleak day out there. 2, 3, 4, 5. The sun tries to come out and then it disappears. Oh, I forgot to loop. I've been doing a completely other stitch on my other project, and that's why my brain is going back to that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and let's just anchor it where we started. Pull that through, and there we go. That thread there from the beginning, we'll anchor that in a minute. And one thing, if you're combining your stitching and your crocheting, is this. We're going to put a long end onto this loop, pull it through to finish that slip stitch off. Like that. And then we're going to thread this. Oh. Is that through? Yeah. Thread this, and I'm going to show you two things. You can just finish this thread off very neatly. So if you want to get rid of this thread, we're going to do two things with it. What you do is just put your needle on and work it through. Honestly, this is beautiful, beautiful wool, so I would love to recommend it. I'm sure it's Little Woolies, but I will write it in my description. Okay, and let's actually, because I did try and anchor that one, we'll snip this one off. So we've got rid of that end, but with this project, I'm looking, see if this is Kate. Where does this little flower belong? The back seems to be getting all the attention, but that looks great. Oh, what about down there? Yep, over this beautiful pink flower, and we can do some French knots in there as well. So let me just think. We'll just go in to the center. So we're making a three-dimensional flower, that's fabric, and, oh, be gentle, going too fast, Kate. There we go. And what we'll do, we'll just go like a over stitch because it really will all blend in. I don't know whether you can see that, but it's looking exactly like one of the crochet stitches. So I'm loving this pattern. As I said, crochet journal. stitch, crochet. Now I'm doing stitch. Okay, so that's well and truly anchored now as a three-dimensional flower. Just took that edge there. And let's finish off with some French knots. See, we've still got some 1, 2, 4, 5. I'm going to be bold and do 5 so that we can actually see them, I'm hoping. I could have changed cotton, but Lenny's still here. So there we are, that's beautiful. Well, I think it is because the thread's done the work for me. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in. There we go, and we'll do one more, just like things in 3s and 5s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look how pink that one is. There we go. I hope you can see this light is, the light may be not great, sorry, but they're there. So there's a 3D flower, pink underneath, French knots, and 5 chains around it. So where to next? I showed you a little thing at the beginning. Oh, I want it, yeah, okay. We'll do another little set. How long is this? Yeah, we've got some time. This is a crochet panel. I can't remember which sale or whether it was sewing basket or whatever. So these two pieces were originally together. My idea is that it's perfect to make a little pouch from. Me and my pouches and bags, who knows? Look, that's the original crochet thread still just there. So I've just folded it up, and the idea is, look how beautifully this works proportionally. That, yeah, see, it was a work in progress. There's all these strings that haven't been finished. So I want to, as I say that, have I got, yes I have. Yeah, that will do. Might be slightly green, that one. Actually, we're going to do something different. I'll just sew this here and let's crochet it together. I think that's close enough. We'll give it a try. If it doesn't work, I can change it. So, just lost my flower. So my idea, if I go back, is that I love this pattern here, but one of my ideas, this is one I just made earlier, is that we embellish the already beautiful crochet work with a bit of colour. So we've got our naturals and we have a pop. So I hadn't planned this. So let us just see what we do. So I've showed you how to do this at other times. It's been a little while, so let's just, we let the crochet, some of that may not, no, I think it'll be all right. I'm using my hot pink needle. So we're just going to, with this, we're going to go in, pick up, and pull through. So it's just like a, actually this is probably good because you can actually see what's happening. So through the 2 layers, pull it through, and it just binds together, but in a different texture. And this is my favorite. When the gaps are there, it makes it so easy. So we'll just do this side here. So it's the same as a blanket stitch, except with crochet. And in a matter of time, you've joined the two pieces together. There we go. I do love this hot pink crochet hook. Someone said to me the other day that it said, Kate, you're either all natural and neutral or you're vivid colour. Well, this piece is actually going to be something where I try out blending those two things. I absolutely love this piece of crochet. It is just weighty and beautifully worked. So this is a treasure indeed. Okay, so see that? It's almost impossible to see, but how quickly did that happen? So that is now like that and joined. And I could do the same on the other side, but I'm actually going to leave that. I'll put along, because I don't think I want to go around that edge with the same colour. I want to do something different there. So I'll leave a very long thread, and I'll probably either stitch or do something with that. But the last thing, let's pop this little piece on. I've got another variation, like this is a scrappy pack, I think it's called, and there are all sorts of these amazing variegated colours in there. So I've just threaded this one up short, thinking that I was going to do some French knots with it. I'm not, but I am going to use it to add this on. Just like we did the other one, so that the whole still shows. The only problem is you catch petals, but what a lovely thing to do. I'm loving the field notes. I know everyone is, but just if I can, every opportunity, say thank you to the girls, because as I said, I'm dreaming of flowers, crocheted in my journal, on paper, in my accordion, everywhere, on my quilt. So if you have, and I know quite a number of you have said that you'd like to see more crocheting, I will start a separate sort of, I don't know what you call them, playlist. Is that right? So that's from the original work. So I'm just going to prop that off because, and yes, I hope by next week, why don't I say that? So much to do, but hey, I love sharing with you because then that makes me do it. I will start revealing my big crochet project. And we'll start doing some things together. I have got my other cotton down here, with me today to show you, but I think this is probably enough for a slow stitch. Crochet 2. There we go. So this is just by using this contrasted variegated wool, we've got a different colour centre, and I love that. So we will finish this off. It doesn't make, oh, isn't it cute? I'll just run it under here. I love that, not that we'll see it. I mean, does this happen to you? You just see something and go, oh, I'd like to make this. I don't need any more pouches, but this will bring so much joy and give new life. Okay, let's get it together and do a little bit of a backward recap. Okay, oh gosh, see, that's my crochet coming undone. Tuck that in to come back to later. Okay, so this is my little repurposed amazing old piece of crochet, and it's going to, not going to go over the top, but it's just going to be aesthetically enhanced. I've got more opportunity here, I think. Yes, I think I have an idea of what I'm going to do with this. So that's that. What else do we do? Oh, I know, we showed how that we can both crochet and stitch with the one thread. So this is the little flower with 3 French knots. Here's how this variegation ends up when you sew it. I did some mohair dots, and that means that Kathy, what? my brain just jumped to someone else then. Kate is very, very happy in her nest. She's had a great time with you. 2 bits of mohair there was my thing. So it's Kate from the nest saying bye for now, and I'll see you next time. Have a great weekend. Bye.